It looks like Kyle Richards will throw stones at everyone but not her. The RHOBH fans again found the drama queen in a buzz of her actions. Richards downplayed Sutton Stark's cold reaction to the robbery, and she kept targeting everyone. Fans are furious as Kyle plays a private voice note of Dorit's in front of everyone. Why would the seller do such a thing? Tune in to find out. As the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans know about the home invasion of Dorit Kemsley and her disturbing reaction. The incident left Dorit crying hysterically and feeling devastated. Meanwhile, Kyle, being a good friend, consoled her. However, Sutton had a cold reaction and joked about pointing a gun at her head. Well, Richards didn't like it and slammed Stark for her reaction. Moving forward, during a get-together at Crystal Minkoff's house, Kyle did something that shocked the fans. As Dorit excused herself to use the restroom, the RHOBH celeb noted if any of the wives had heard her voicemail. As the Real Housewives replied they haven't, Richards told them it was heartbreaking. Then, Kyle played it in front of the cameras during her confessional. The voicemail had Dorit sobbing and voicing that she was having a rough morning. She also added about having chest pains. Then, Richards told the cameras that the voice note had hit her, and she felt like a knife stabbing her heart. Meanwhile, fans are furious at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star for playing a private message in front of the cameras. They slammed Richards for behaving tone-deaf and exploiting someone's privacy. One follower noted that Kyle shouldn't have done it when her friend had a panic attack. Another fan wrote that Richards is fast enough to call out Sutton and then do this with her friend Dorit. Well, it looks like the fans will not leave Kyle for her actions. Kyle didn't believe her when Sutton Stark mentioned why she had a joking response to Dorit's situation. According to Stark, she had had a similar incident before, and then a few years later, her father killed himself with a gun. Therefore, Sutton could not process the trauma, and the PTSD remains with her. Meanwhile, Richards is not taking Sutton's words seriously. Hence, she kept downplaying her feelings and slamming her. Drama on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has reached an all-time high this season, and Kyle Richards is at the center of the latest controversy. Fans are buzzing after a jaw-dropping episode where Kyle played private voicemails from Dorit Kemsley on camera, sparking outrage among the cast and viewers alike. Let's dive into the details of this explosive situation, unpacking the betrayal, fan reactions, and what it might mean for the group's already fragile dynamics. This week's episode of RHOBH opened with tensions simmering between Kyle and Dorit, who have been at odds since the season began. While the feud's origins were somewhat murky, fans finally got clarity when Kyle revealed the contents of private voicemails Dorit had left her. The messages, recorded during a particularly emotional time for Dorit, were played without her consent during a heated group dinner at Sutton Stark's infamous Bel Air estate. In the voicemails, Dorit vented about her struggles with PK and ongoing rumors about their marriage. She also made remarks about feeling isolated from the group, particularly calling out Kyle for her lack of support. Dorit's raw vulnerability in these messages struck a nerve with fans, but it was Kyle's decision to air them publicly that left everyone stunned. Kyle's motivations for exposing Dorit's private voicemails remain ambiguous. During a confessional interview, Kyle claimed that she felt it was necessary to set the record straight after Dorit accused her of spreading gossip about her marital issues. "I didn't play them to hurt her," Kyle said. "I just wanted everyone to hear my side of the story because I've been painted as the bad guy for too long. If she's going to say I haven't been there for her, people deserve to know the whole truth." However, Kyle's explanation did little to sway her castmates or fans. The women at the dinner table were visibly horrified, with Garcelle Beauvais bluntly asking Kyle, "Why would you think this is okay?" Even Erika Jayne, who is no stranger to controversy, appeared uncomfortable and later called Kyle's actions low in her own confessional. Understandably, Dorit was devastated by Kyle's betrayal. As Kyle played the messages, Dorit sat frozen, her face a mixture of shock and disbelief. When the voicemails ended, she tearfully accused Kyle of violating her trust in an unforgivable way. "How dare you?" Dorit exclaimed, her voice shaking. "I confided in you as a friend, Kyle. Those messages were never meant to be public. You've humiliated me, my family, and everything I'm going through." The usually poised and glamorous Dorit left the dinner in tears, refusing to speak to Kyle or anyone else. As the episode aired, RHOBH fans took to social media in droves to express their anger at Kyle's actions. The hashtag Team Dorit began trending within hours, with viewers calling out Kyle for crossing a line. playing private voicemails on national TV. That's not friendship, that's betrayal. Kyle owes Dorit a huge apology, tweeted one fan. Another wrote, "This is a new low, even for Real Housewives. Kyle should be ashamed of herself." Some fans even began calling for Kyle to be removed from the show, accusing her of weaponizing personal relationships for the sake of drama. The incident has also sparked a larger conversation about Bravo's role in perpetuating these conflicts. While the network thrives on drama, some fans argue that airing the voicemails was exploitative, especially given the personal nature of Dorit's struggles. Bravo needs to draw the line somewhere, one viewer commented on Instagram. "We watch the drama, but not at the expense of someone's mental health." Others defended the network, pointing out that Kyle likely signed off on the inclusion of the voicemails, making her solely responsible for the fallout. The fallout from this episode is sure to reverberate throughout the rest of the season. In the preview for next week, Dorit is seen confronting Kyle at a tense lunch, where she demands an apology and threatens to cut ties with her longtime friend. "You don't deserve to be in my life if this is how you treat people who trust you," Dorit says in the clip, her voice steely. Meanwhile, Kyle seems to be doubling down on her actions, telling Lisa Vanderpump, "I don't regret playing those voicemails." Dorit needed a reality check. The other women appear divided, with Sutton and Garcelle firmly on Dorit's side, while Erica and Crystal try to remain neutral. However, the group's dynamics are clearly fractured, and it's uncertain if Kyle and Dorit's friendship can survive this betrayal. This isn't the first time Kyle has been accused of betraying a friend on RHOBH. Longtime fans will remember her infamous feud with Lisa Vanderpump, which ended their friendship for good. Kyle's actions in that situation also involved accusations of betrayal, leading some fans to question whether she has a pattern of putting the show above her relationships. Kyle has always been about self-preservation, one fan noted on Reddit. "She'll throw anyone under the bus to stay relevant." Others have pointed out that Kyle's recent behavior might be influenced by her ongoing marital troubles with Mauricio Umansky, which have been heavily featured this season. Some speculate that Kyle is deflecting attention from her own issues by stirring the pot with Dorit. The incident has reignited a broader conversation about boundaries and trust in friendships, particularly in the age of reality TV. Dorit's vulnerability in her voicemails highlighted the importance of having a safe space to confide in friends, while Kyle's actions served as a cautionary tale about what happens when that trust is broken. Fans have also noted that the situation reflects a recurring theme in the Housewives franchise, the tension between authenticity and the pressures of being on camera. How can these women ever truly trust each other when everything they say or do might end up on TV? One viewer mused on Twitter. As RHOBH approaches its mid-season mark, the group is more fractured than ever, with Dorit and Kyle at odds and other alliances beginning to crumble. It's unclear if the women can repair their relationships. One thing is certain, the fallout from Kyle's decision to play those voicemails will be a defining moment for this season, and perhaps for the show as a whole. Whether you're Team Kyle or Team Dorit, one thing's for sure, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills never fails to deliver the drama. Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow now. Let's get started.